Everyone, this is Chuck again. Today I make video practice again the rule 1 of video AJ Home. A series I practice English fluently. Okay, let's start. Hi, I'm Michael, a director of FLS English, and welcome to the free 7 rules email course. Today is rule 1. Now rule 1 is learn English phrases, not individual words. This one, just like all other rules, is very simple, very easy, and like the other rules, this rule is very powerful. So simple, so powerful. What is the rule? The rule is always learn phrases, not individual words. So simple. So a phrase is a group of words. Not you can have a whole sentence, but you have just even a part of a sentence. So for example, let's say you have the word hate, H-A-T-E, and you want to learn this new word. You write down the word hate, and then you find in your dictionary in the meaning and memorize hate. Think, and you always, that's the kind of textbook way, the school way, right? In school you probably remember a lot of invented words. You have those big vocabulary list. You are trying to remember, right, all of them to try to remember the individual single words. It's not a good way to learn. Much better if you learn phrases, a group of words. And when you find the phrases, you find these phrases in a real English broadcast that you are listening to the real English storybooks and you are reading, so you don't memorize a list in a book. No. You listen to real English, and when you hear a new word, you write it down. Or when you're reading a storybook and you see a new word, you write it down. But do not just write down that word. You write down the whole phrase or sentences that is in all of it. So instead of saying hate and you said hate, what you say? You write down John has ice cream. You write out the whole phrase. Why do you do this? What about the phrases? Well, phrases give you a lot of information, much more information. Number 1, phrases you remember they have to have a meaning, they have a kind of picture, a story. Especially when you get them from something that you are listening to. Remember John has ice cream. Remember the whole story. Remember you remember his ice cream, and you remember he didn't like it. It writes or have all this HR page of information on it. HR information helps you remember the meaning of the phrase and the meaning of that word. So it helps your memory much easier. Remember too, the bonus when you learn phrases, you are learning grammar also. You are not only learning and you invent words, you are learning grammar, you are learning how to use that word correctly. You don't need to think about the grammar, you don't need to know the rule. It's called thematic. This way, other way that a native speakers learn English grammar, because when we're children, we learn with phrases. We learn groups of words, not word by word. Word by word is so and doesn't help. And you don't learn any grammar, but when you learn whole phrase, when you write out the phrase, you are getting extra information. Maybe you don't know it, but you are, for example, John has ice cream. Just the word that is on his hand. Has arrived, John has, well, you know for grammar study, you know you are making a subject verb about, you don't think about that. Just write down the phrase John has ice cream, and study is reviewed. It's always learn phrases, not just that word. And so in the future, whenever you she has ice cream, you will add the s this right because that's how you learn it correctly. you learn it from a phrase. On the other hand, it's from the textbook, and you don't know what you means, do not it like, and you only learn that from a you study of say memorize, learn it okay one day. You didn't learn it with other words. So sometimes you say, he had ice cream. You forget the S because you never learned it correctly and sentence it or phrase it. So this is a very simple rule, last rule of thought. Very, very important. Every time you find a new word, always write the phrase or sentence when you review that word again, when you study it again. Always study the entire phrases or sentences. Never study just the word, always the whole phrase. Do this every time. Your grammar you will begin to improve much faster, and you remember the vocabulary faster and you more easily, and you will use that vocabulary more quickly. So you get a lot of great benefits, and a lot of great stuff happens when you learn phrases in just words. So phrase, learn them. I hope you enjoy the rule number 1. Use this rule. Now your homework is to get a little phrases notebook. So when you find a new English book vocabulary in a lesson, in something you're listening, and a book in an article, write down the phrases, not just one word, but write down the entire rule phrases that you find, and then review that phrase again and again each day. When you create notebook full of phrases, full of sentences, not individual word, never individual word. Okay, so that rule 1. Tomorrow you get another email with rule number 2. So see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Okay, thank you for watching, and this video I practice English of video AJ Ho.